G'day, pilgrims. This chapter is horror level on purpose because when we won't listen, God doesn't just whisper. Jeremiah chapter 19 is what happens when refusal turns into consequences. Verse 3, you shall say, hear the word of the Lord, O kings of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem. Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I am bringing such disaster upon this place that the ears of everyone who hear it will tingle. When experiencing strong negative emotions like horror, anxiety, or anger from hearing shocking information, apparently the body's autonomic nervous system activates the flight or fight response. And this releases hormones like adrenaline, which can cause widening of blood vessels and increased blood flow to the skin, particularly in areas like the face, the neck, and ears. And the result is what's called cutaneous flushing, where the ears may turn and feel hot, prickly, or tingly due to the sudden change in circulation and nerve stimulation in the skin of the ears. What's the disaster that's coming that caused this? In verse 9, they will resort to cannibalism, which is bad enough, but it will be cannibalism of their own children and their friends. This sort of horror would no doubt cause enough adrenaline to make our ears tingle. The reason for judgment is because they are already offering their children as sacrifices where they burn them alive at the stake. And Jeremiah is saying this in Tophet, the very place where child sacrifices are carried out. And then he comes back to the capital and the main temple and says in verse 15, thus says the Lord of God of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will bring on this city and all her towns all the doom that I've pronounced against it, because they have stiffened their necks that they might not hear my words. So the problem is an obstinate refusal to listen to God speaking. It's staggering how many times Isaiah and now Jeremiah keep repeating the same simple lesson. Pay attention to what God is speaking. God is alive right now. We're not just reading a bit of history where this only happens in the past. God is still speaking now and trying to get us to listen. We read these words so we can hear his words. Remember, a chapter a day keeps the meaningless away. Love you guys.